Hello Taurus, and welcome to your August 2022 reading. So, I've meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that I have is Death. So that tells me right away that you are in a transformation period. You are cutting off the parts of you that are no longer needed, that are poisoning you in a way, okay? And it can be, when you look at the Death card, see that you have like a purple leg here and a hand and a head with a crown. This is all about cutting off the parts that within ourselves, outside of ourselves, that, before the gangrene hits the whole of us, we have to cut out what is no longer helping the growth, but have started to destroy us. So, Death. Then I have the nine of Swords. Of course, that's anxiety, that's, all of this. But then we have an Ace of Swords. So right away, Death, Nine of Swords, Ace of Swords. So we are going to cut off what was bringing a lot of anxiety, analysis paralysis kind of thing. How is this going to happen? So it's possible that during the month you have a bit of overactivity of the mind here, but ultimately it's to kind of resolve something that is very important. It's part of your transformation. So here we're really seeing a month of August, Taurus, where you are changing, okay? So between the old us and the new us, of course, there's what's going on kind of thing happening. Under Death, one of the limbs you're cutting off is the Five of Pentacles. So, the leftovers of the unwanted, of the I'm not good enough, I will sacrifice myself, it never happens to me. Five of Pentacles, it's always this balance. Things are not balanced. It's like I'm starting the race a mile behind everybody else, and so on. So that state of, that vibration, state of thinking, belief, okay, you're cutting it off. Because here I have Temperance and the King and the Queen of Pentacles. And of course, Queen of Pentacles is you. But a Queen of Pentacles upright, she would be completely not in the Five of Pentacles. She would be in the Six of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles, where it's normal to be abundant, to be supported, to receive the best in the West, okay? With Temperance, that tells me that this is something that was imprinted in your waters here. And that finally, through the brewing of alchemy here, okay, like we see the brewing that the angel is doing between two cups, you are accessing the higher vibration, intelligence when it comes to this. And therefore you will cut off what no longer fits with this new emotional understanding, okay, of self-worth, Queen of Pentacles. Under the anxiety, here I have the Two of Cups. So that tells me that this stress, how is this going to happen, and so on, has been shown to you a lot through the mirrors in your life, through partnerships, companionships, lovers, friends, family. Two of Cups. It's not just love, it's really the mirroring effect here. So see, it's beside the Five of Pentacles, so you probably lived a lot of abandonment. This that speaks to you. And under that I have the Four of Cups. So the anxiety will come from the fact that, well, I've never experienced anything else than that. Does it really exist? You know, this is a emotional prison, and that is what Temperance is trying to break you out of, so that you actually have access to the next cup. So under that Ace of Swords, because clarity is coming, I have the Queen of Swords. And of course, that means that this is going to change completely your perception. Instead of seeing things and, you know, analyzing information from a standpoint of your Five of Pentacles. And how do we do that? Well, it's very simple. Let's say that there's a party, everybody's invited, but they told me the day before for XY reasons. And even if they tell me, oh, we really want you to come, Taurus, if this is in me, I'm going to perceive the information as they did not want me to go. And now they're just inviting me out of principle. That will be my conclusion. So that sword that is in front of me is reading, analyzing things from that perspective. And it is hurting me. And so in return, I might hurt also the other by saying, oh no, I can't go. I have something important to go to. I'm going to hurt you a little bit. That would be the Queen of Swords when she's in her wounds, okay? And when she's wearing that kind of analysis, maybe she would. This is the Five of Swords. Now it's going to be in reverse, but upright, using her extra intelligence to kind of dismantle the other one before they hurt her. I'm going to hurt you before you hurt me. I'm going to reject you before you reject me. So let's clarify this. So that means that this is the aspect that has the possibility to be cleared, understood this month for you, Taurus. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Taurus for the month of August 2022. Okay, death. Show me death. We have our Four of Cups here. And of course, as long as you are not removing that emotional prison of I've never lived it, it doesn't exist kind of thing, you can have access to anything else. And there's probably going to be some release, Six of Swords, where I'm going to have to turn the page on what has happened in the past, move from it, because as long as I'm in it, I cannot conceive anything else. Nine of Swords. I have the Seven of Wands and Two of Swords. So of course you're gonna use some extra willpower to do that this month. Taurus. And it is going to be that kind of willpower, what will, you know, the energy that will help you process and do that process will be, I don't want to relive what I've lived before. I'm done. I'm not going back down there. I'm holding this willpower and I'm gonna go through it. Okay? Like, try not to resist it as much as possible. Ultimately, you're gonna have to make a decision here about what is my truth. Ace of Swords. What is the clarity? What is that clarity at the end of the month here? I say at the end of the month, but you know, it's different for everybody. It's about the Six of Pentacles. It's about Ten of Cups. It's about sharing and being happy with others, where my emotions and people are actually happy to see me, to love me, and I feel it. I don't have to convince myself of it. Like, of course they love me. I'm the one that pays the bills. I'm the one that, you know, brought the cake and do the dishes. Of course, that's why they invite me, not because they enjoy spending time with me. Ten of Cups, this is when we can actually feel the love vibration of our neighbor, the tree, the cat. So, Ten of Cups, I understand. Six of Pentacles, I understand the balance of the universe, that I could never receive what I wouldn't allow for myself first. That abundance has to pass through me. That's why that guy is rich. And he gives only his overflow. He doesn't sacrifice his last shirt in hopes to have value in the eye of the other. His relationship is with the divine. And the divine passes abundance through him unconditionally. That means that not because he's been a good boy or that he has, you know, sacrificed so much for others, then okay, you deserve it. Not on a deserving, pyramidal, patriarchal way of seeing abundance, but and just by being. And he can receive without thinking that he owes anything in return, because it's not based on merit. These guys don't think that they're gonna have to pay him back next week with 10% interest. Aren't you lucky I am giving this to you? No, they're aligned themselves in the, yes, I'm receiving from an abundant place and it's free. Let's look at that Five of Pentacles. I have the Pope, so of course that's your Taurus here. I have Justice. So at that I'm not surprised, because Justice, it's Libra, rules the 7th house of partnerships. We were talking about the Two of Cups here, where having the Five of Pentacles and Justice together, it's like everything has always been unfair. I've always given so much more than what I've received. Whether it can go back to high school when we're doing, you know, team projects and I end up doing the whole damn thing. That's Justice and the Five of Pentacles together. And my relationships and my business and all of that. With it, I have it cut open to the King of Cups. There's an emotional and understanding that needs to come with it. That's why we have Temperance here. Let's look at Temperance and the Queen. Ooh, that was quick. And my King of Cups did not want to go back in it. And here is the Ace of Cups, preparing you to receive that extra cup of a higher vibration, so that that understanding can be imprinted in every cell of your body. And that it is not Five of Swords hurting you, hurting your psyche, hurting your heart, cutting your own legs. making you reject before being rejected. Let's look at that so that, you know, you can, at the end here, perceive that cup. We got to be able to see it, so to be able to grasp it. Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Show me the Two of Cups for Taurus. Queen of Wands, and here is the Sun. So this month, and maybe because of Lionsgate, maybe because of, you know, Leo season here with the Sun, there's going to be your inner Queen of Wands, once it, you know, cuts out that undeserving, not enough crap here, and that you get that emotional understanding. It's going to be able to say, yes, what I want is a balanced mirror in my life. Whether it is in friendship or your relationship with somebody else, romantically, in business, you and the universe in general. With the Queen of Wands, this is, I'm going to put the Sun here and the Queen of Wands. This is really going to start working your love attraction. This is what I desire. And I'm going to keep my face focused on this. And of course, it's going to take extra willpower to kind of undo your maybe leftover anxiety, because you will not know exactly how it will happen. That's why here, willpower will try and, you know, thou shalt not pass, the 9 swords here that are trying to keep you in this. 4 of Cups. Yeah, because it's pretty obvious. 2 of Cups, and look at that. 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. This is really like, if that's your belief that a connection is something where you sacrifice a bit all the time, and that's, you know, it's maybe even facing other people's willpower or being wanted and all of that. Here, the King of Swords has to cut that out. This is really where you're choosing, what's my truth? Look at what you're saying this month, you know? Or, you know, look at your ready-made sentences, your truth. Because the lies you will have bought, and also listen here, throat chakra. How I speak, how I listen, what I hear when I listen. You're going to notice that 4 of Cups. And the 4 of Cups can translate like, you know, you're invited somewhere again, and oh, I know who's going to be there. It's going to be so and so and so. It's going to look like that. Been there, done that. I'm not going. Paf, you're in the 4 of Swords. You got to believe that there's a cup out there, and you got to be more in the, let's see how the universe is going to love me today. Let's see how the universe is going to surprise me today. Because I am one that receives. This is what I want. So may your willpower and your truth, you're going to need it to pass through the month and arrive at your clarity at the end of the month. Queen of Swords. And that is going to make you change completely the way you perceive things. And I have the Queen of Cups with it. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. And it's with the 6 of Wands. So at the end of the month, you will not need to be on the defensive anymore, on the, yes, I'm using all of my willpower not to fall back to where I was before, because I am changing this. The moment you understand it here with the 2 of them together, this is an emotional understanding. I don't just understand it rationally because I understand the definition of it, but I actually feel it. And that's why, poof, we have that Ace of Pentacles right away. And here your Five of Swords at this point is going to be reverse. Yes, because you are going to release your old Three of Swords. Here I have the Two of Cups. And with it, I have the Judgment and the Eight of Pentacle here, because this is a question of the Judgment is really like, oh my God, you're gonna meet the wounded parts of you. They're gonna come up to the surface. You might have a connection of the past coming back for you to see it differently. But now you are going to be more in the state of being of what exactly am I investing in now, and what are the fruits that I want to receive in my life. Am I still going to invest in relationships that were unbalanced, that were based on the Five of Pentacles? Maybe not anymore at the end of the month. You might be making certain decisions on that level, okay? Just because now you will understand what a true mirror, based on your new vision of yourself, your new understanding of who you are and what you desire. And you will not lose energy or investments that will never give you any fruits. On this, my beautiful Tauruses, I'm sending you all my love and light. So I will call this transformation, because it is a transformation at the end. You will be somebody else here, in a good way. So thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. If you want, please subscribe to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, there's a description below in the plus section. You write to me, I write to you back. I will never put my phone number in the comment section. If you see this, it's not me, it's some kind of scam. Also, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And on this, of course, on the new moons, I do a little ceremony to give you back. I ask the universe to give you back. So on this, have an amazing month of August, and all my love and light, and I'll see you next month. All right?